If you're even thinking about buying a new iPhone in the next year, it may be worth hitting pause because everything we thought we knew about Apple's roadmap is poised for a shakeup unlike anything we've seen in years. Multiple credible leaks and insider reports are converging on one message. The iPhone 18 Pro isn't just another yearly refresh. It's shaping up to be a full-scale reset of Apple's flagship Formula One that could make current generation models feel instantly dated the moment it lands. This isn't the usual faster chip, brighter screen, new color cycle. What's reportedly coming is a complete redesign of the display, a foundational shift in camera hardware, and a radical leap in silicon that redefines what on-device AI can do. The result? A clean break from transitional designs and the beginning of Apple's next era. Dynamic Island's exit and the all-screen iPhone vision. For the last 2 years, the Dynamic Island felt like a permanent part of the iPhone experience. But according to multiple industry analysts, it was always a bridge and elegant workaround that allowed Apple to hide necessary sensors while it perfected true under-display technology. That bridge is about to end. Insiders now suggest Apple is preparing to move the entire Face ID stack under the display. Infrared sensors, projectors, and biometric components would operate invisibly beneath active pixels, preserving accuracy and security while removing visible hardware from the screen. The outcome is the holy grail Apple has chased since the first iPhone concept sketches, a truly uninterrupted, full glass front with no notches, pills, or cutouts intruding on content. Set the iPhone 18 Pro next to any current model, even what's expected from the iPhone 17 Pro, and the difference could be stark. It won't just look newer. It will feel like the line between the transitional years and the future has finally been crossed. A real camera revolution. Variable aperture with a mechanical iris for years. Apple has squeezed breathtaking results out of small sensors using computational photography, stacking images, simulating blur, generating detail, and polishing edges with software. Impressive as it is, it's still simulation. Professional cameras achieve depth, light control, and bokeh naturally through optics. That's why the rumored camera change for iPhone 18 Pro is so significant. Reports point to a mechanical iris system enabling true variable aperture on the main camera. This isn't a cosmetic tweak. It's a physical component that precisely regulates how much light hits the sensor, just like on DSLR and mirrorless cameras. What that unlocks: authentic depth of field without relying solely on software smoother. More natural background separation for portraits better. Low light performance with wider apertures sharper results in bright conditions by stopping down more. Creative control for filmmakers and photographers alike. True, this single hardware shift could narrow the gap between smartphone photography and dedicated cameras more than any software update ever could, instantly making older iPhones feel constrained by yesterday's limitations. A 20 Pro on 2 nanometers, the silicon that powers the leap in display tech and camera hardware, needs a platform that can keep up. Enter Apple's next-gen silicon strategy for iPhone 18 Pro, the A20 Pro, reportedly built on TSMC's advanced 2 nanometers process. Shrinking the process node usually means more speed and efficiency, but the bigger story is what Apple is rumored to be doing with the chip's architecture. Instead of treating memory as a neighboring component, Apple is said to be moving toward wafer-level multi-chip module design integrating RAM closer to the logic die. The goal: drastically lower memory latency, improve thermal behavior, and move data between CPU, GPU, and neural engine faster than ever. Why this matters: real-time image processing becomes more faithful and less noisy on-device AI tasks run. Faster and cooler battery efficiency improves under heavy workloads. Large models for language, vision, and audio can run locally with fewer compromises on device. AI becomes the default, not the exception. Apple's privacy-first approach to AI has always favored local processing over cloud dependence. With the A20 Pro's rumored architecture, that philosophy moves from preference to superpower. Expect tangible gains in generative photo and video features, without cloud round trips, real-time translation, and transcription that works offline contextual. Latency-free Siri responses, smarter content understanding in apps, messages, and media faster. More consistent computational photography that complements not replaces optical improvements. The combination of under-display sensors, a mechanically advanced camera, and a next-gen AI-forward chip paints a clear picture. Apple isn't just evolving the iPhone, it's redefining the platform's core capabilities. What this means if you're upgrading nowhere, it's the uncomfortable truth for anyone ready to buy today. The current lineup is excellent, but it sits at the end of a design philosophy that's about to be retired. Today's devices will continue to perform well for years, but they will likely lack the foundational technologies, full-screen display architecture, variable aperture optics, and a new memory-centric silicon layout that define Apple's next chapter. We've seen Apple do this before. When the industry moved from physical keyboards to multi-touch, and when Apple shifted from the home button to gesture navigation, everything that came before it suddenly felt dated. The rumored iPhone 18 Pro aligns with that kind of moment. While the iPhone 18 Pro looks like the breakpoint under display Face ID, removes the dynamic island and any visible cutout for a truly uninterrupted display, variable aperture camera, mechanical iris enables real optical control, not just simulated depth. A 20 Pro on 2 nanometers, a new architecture designed for high bandwidth, low latency memory access, on-device AI, bigger, smarter models running locally for speed, privacy, and reliability. Design cohesion. A full glass front paired with camera hardware that finally catches up to Apple's software magic. The strategy behind the weight leak suggests iPhone 18 Pro is the culmination of years of behind-the-scenes work. Not a rushed response to competition. That matters. It means Apple has been laying the groundwork across display engineering, sensor, miniaturization, lens mechanics, and chip design to deliver a unified leap, not a collection of isolated upgrades. If you value longevity and future-proofing, waiting could help you skip an entire transitional generation and land directly on the device that defines the next 5 years of iPhone design. When will it happen? Timelines and rumor cycles can shift, but the consensus points to the iPhone 18 Pro as the moment when Apple finally aligns its all-screen ambitions with the camera and silicon needed to support them. That's why the decision for many shoppers comes down to this. Buy now and enjoy a refined version of today's vision, or wait and step into Apple's next one. The bottom line, the question isn't whether Apple will retire the dynamic island, reinvent iPhone photography with real optics, or unlock a new class of on-device AI. It's when. And all signs point to the iPhone 18 Pro as the turning point. If you're deciding whether to upgrade, choose based on what you value most. If you want a polished, proven design today, current models deliver. But if you want the device that ushers in Apple's next era, a bezel-free display, true optical control, and a silicon architecture built for the iPhone 18 Pro looks like the moment everything changes. When it arrives, the debates over minor yearly upgrades may not just quiet down, they may become irrelevant.